is Adrienne here at Independence Homestead, and I thought I'd take a minute to just show you our chicken run. And we also have a rabbitry with it and an apiary where we have our bees. So this is the perimeter fence of our chicken run. You can see that we put some mulch outside it. We're planning on putting some shrubs so that when the chickens are outside of the run ranging, they have something to hide under when hawks fly over, and also just to look nice. So around the chicken run here, we have 2-inch poultry netting all around to keep the chickens in and help keep predators out. But for predators, we are primarily relying on the electric fencing. You can see we have 2 strands of electric wire going around. We do use a solar charger on this. It's not very powerful, but this entire chicken run is also inside of a yard with a perimeter fence that has another electric charger and electric wire going around it. So here's the door here, and then to show you this side, you can see that we have the roof feeding into a gutter system that at the far end feeds into some rain barrels. We use those rain barrels for water for our chickens and our rabbits. And as I go inside here, you'll see the blue half barrels over there on the left. Those are our beehives. We have top bar beehives that we made ourselves. You see 3 with roofs on them that are in use, and then we have a 4th barrel on the far left there that's just there in case we find a hive or something comes up. It's just there sitting ready to go. In the middle of the chicken run closest to us, we made a little tripod where we hang a bucket waterer. This is a secondary water for the chickens. We've had it before, and they do like to use it, I think, because it swings around. They find it more fun than the PVC pipe water that we also have that I'll show you in a minute. In the back there we have what we call our little green tractor. That's where we can isolate any birds that seem to be ill or hurt or just need some TLC to be separated from the rest of the flock. Right now we have 2 little birds in there that seemed to be not doing too well, not getting enough feed when they were with their other ones. You can't really see them in there because of the netting, but they're in there. See? Kind of see them there. All right, continuing around, there is our chicken coop, and here is the rabbitry. So we set up all of these rabbit cages because we are going to have a pretty big meat rabbit setup. Right now we just have the bottom 3 left ones with our current initial breeding stock in them. Up on the far left, you can see a bucket that we have set up with a watering system for the rabbits. One of the chickens is announcing something or other. She's just leaving the coop now, so it may be that she just laid an egg. I'll have to go check in a minute. So we take that bucket down right there to that spigot and we fill it up. Then we hang it back up and it is gravity fed to water all of the rabbits. Those PVC pipes there are our feeders for the chickens. They can hold several days worth of feed, and so that's been really nice when we have to go on a trip. They have enough feed for a few days. The cut open PVC pipe there is actually where we put the oyster shells and grit for the chickens, and then that bucket there we use to just take water around. You can see we put a spigot at the end of our PVC pipe waterers. Noah is testing the chicken waterers, making sure they work. So that waters the chickens, and then we also can use this bucket to, like I said, fill the rabbit water or take water elsewhere. Under the rabbit cages, we put this PVC pipe frame with chicken wire over it because dogs like to eat rabbit poop. And by doing this, we were able to keep the dogs out of the rabbit poop and collect it to actually use in our garden and not just to feed our dogs. Well, I think that's about it. We have a log there. The chickens like to roost on the log. And then we also have a black feed dish here on its side. We use that when we're feeding them kitchen scraps. So we just set that down and put the kitchen scraps in it. That bird there is our rooster, Nugget. You can see the dogs and the chickens get along really well. And that's it. Thank you for seeing our chicken run and rabbitry and apiary.